Hello, everybody. I hope you all are enjoying your quarantine and your social distancing. So while we're all doing that, and I don't know if you're like me, but I am totally bored being quarantined here. So I figured since we can't have class that I would continue with some of our canine conditioning exercises for you to work with. These aren't necessarily what we're doing in the class as part of the Do More With Your Dog program, but these are just some extra things that I thought I would share with you. So we did talk about this one where you want your dog to try to stand for 10 seconds and you want to look at their top line. In case you miss seeing Dino, here, show him your face. There's Dino Reen. Here, Dino. Say hi, Dino. Say hi, buddy. There you go. Okay. So here's Dino. I'm going to tell him to stand, and I'm going to hold his cookie. And I just want him to stand for 10 seconds. Okay, so remember last week in class, we talked about when they're standing, you kind of want to look at their top line. He has a belly band on right now, so I can't really see too much. Stay, honey. But and he's furry, but you want to see their top line. You want to make sure they're not roached and they're not having a sway back. You want a nice flat top line. You want to look when you're doing that to see if they're compensating on anything. So are back legs moving? Are front legs moving? Is anything sticking out? We had talked about all that. All right, so another exercise now you want to do. These are just some beginning exercises that you can work on all the time to condition your dogs. And one of them is going from the stand to a sit. So have him in a stand and then have him sit. And then Dino, stand, sit, stand, sit, stand, sit, stand, stand, sit. Okay, so you want nice form when you do that. So we already know Dino has a little bit of a back issues, and we could see that on his about fourth one, he was a little starting to get a little bit weak on that. So you want to do 5 of those stand to sit 5 times. Your goal is to work up to, and you're doing this on flat. You're not doing this on any blow up equipment or anything. You're just doing it on the ground, preferably on something soft, a carpet or whatever you have. Okay, here, Dino. And you want to work up to 3 sets of 5 a day. Sit, stand, good. Sit, stand, good. Sit, stand, sit, stand, sit, stand. That's good. Good boy. All right. So that was 2 sets, but you would want to work up to 3 sets a day. Again, if your dog shows any weakness or they seem to be getting tired, what you're looking for is a nice, good form, a nice, good pop back stand, a nice, good tuck sit. If they're not doing both of those really nice, and they start getting sloppy, they're probably getting tired or they have a little bit of weakness. So you want to build up to that. But 3 up to 5 is in a set 3 times a day. Okay, what else do I want to tell you guys? Let me cheat here. Dino, you better get off that cheese off my television. Quit it. Nothing's changed. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we talked also in the first class that dogs carry 60 to 70% of the weight in their front legs and 30 to 40 in the back legs on the back end. So what you want to do is strengthen that rear end. So what you can do is while they're in a stand, Dino, stand. You want to lift up, stand, and I want to lift his head up. Okay, so I want to keep him in the stand though. So I'm going to put my arm under him so he doesn't actually sit because he's used to when we lift their head, we teach them to, when we lift them up, cookie by the nose, their head goes up, their butt goes down. So this time we want to teach them that we want them to stand in this position. So when their head goes up, that's going to shift that weight back to the rear. And that's going to give them, and you need to only hold that maybe like 5 to 10 seconds. But that again is going to shift from that weight in the front. It's going to shift it back a little bit when that head goes up. But I would maybe, you know, for canine conditioning, hold your hand under them, or, you know, so they don't sit, because you want them to do it in a stand. Okay, look out, honey. All right, now another thing that we want to do to practice weight shifting, let's see, other than lifting their head, is we can adjust their hip side to side. So I'm going to turn him around here. Dino, here. Ready? Good. Stand, stay, stay. Okay, let me do it from this side so maybe you can see better. What I'm doing is just shifting him. Stay, a little shift. I don't want to tip the dog over. I don't want to push him over. But I'm just giving him a little shift so that he shifts the weight from one leg to the other. Okay, so that's again shifting on their back legs. I'm just giving them a little shift. And you're shifting that over and back. Okay, good boy. Now come here, Dino. Dino, leave it. Come here. Good boy. Down. Lie down. Down. That's it. All right. Okay, some other things you can do. Stand. This is also going to push the weight to the back legs. I mean, the weight to the back end. You know what I'm saying. Okay, come here. Is we're going to do paw lifts while they're standing. So while he's standing, I'm going to tell him to give me paw, paw. Okay, now on that I could see he really shifted to that side because he has some back end issues. Okay, hold it 5 to 10 seconds. Let him nibble something, keep him in a stand, and just lift that front paw. That's going to cause the weight to shift to the back end. Okay, so you can do that with each front paw for 5 to 10 seconds. Okay, good boy. All right, what else we're going to do? We're going to lift their back legs. Okay, here, come here. Here, wait, come. Here, turn around, Dino. Here, right here. Ready? Stay. Stay. I'm just going to lift it up. Stay. So it's just 1 to 2 inches. Stay. Dina, stay. Stay. Okay, I'm taking the foot, lifting it up. Stay. Okay, good boy. All right, so what that did was, again, shifted it as I lifted a back leg. Lifting the front legs made them shift the weight to the, sorry, you can't see me, made them shift the weight to the rear end. Lifting the back legs, just an inch or two, just lift it straight up. Just lift the foot straight up. 1 to 2 inches off the ground. That's going to shift it further on the other back leg. All right, so we're going to shift back, and then we're going shifting one side to the other side. Okay, and then another good one is to get your dog to walk backwards. I hesitated on doing this one. I'm going to do it for now. I'm just going to have you walk into the dog for now. There's other things that I like better to get your dog to go backwards, and I may have shown some of you this in tricks class, targeting to a rear target and other things. But for those of you I haven't, we're just going to simply get the dog to go backwards. So for canine conditioning, we're just going to hold a cookie here, and I'm just going to kind of go into him and let him go back. Go back, 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 back. Okay, so you can kind of, if you need to hold and push into them, if that with him it wasn't working so well because he does this a different way. He doesn't do it with me luring him in the face anymore. You might want to hold it above, back, 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 back going into your dog, so they sort of have to back up. You're putting pressure on them. You're pushing pressure into them so that they back up. We'll talk about backing up. That's not my favorite method of doing it for other things. In general, for just teaching a general backup. But to do this for just getting them back up a few feet for canine conditioning, that's fine. Again, that's getting them working on their rear end and leading with their rear end rather than with their front end. Okay, so that's it for tonight. I'm going to try, first of all, I'm very bored at home. I'm dying because I miss you guys. I miss your dogs. So I'm going to try periodically. We'll see how bored I am, how many little things I put up for you guys. But since your class already started, I'm going to try to post this on the homework page, and I'll email and tell you it's there. And each time I post something, if that doesn't work, I don't know, I'll email it to you, or I'll try it through Facebook or something like that. So anyway, I hope you're all enjoying your quarantine, and I hope that all this gets resolved sooner than later, and so that we could get back to our classes and having fun with our dogs. All right, I will see you guys later, and if you need anything, I am here. Talk to you later. Bye. How do I shut this off, huh? There we go. Okay. All right. All right, now Mommy needs to figure out how to download it. That was a good boy, Dino, honey. That was a very good boy. Yes, it was. That was a very, very good boy. Huh? Very good boy. All right, hang on. You was a good papa, huh? Yeah, good puppy. You was a good puppy. That was a good boy. He was a good boy, honey. You want one more piece? There you go. How's that, huh? There you go, puppy pups. There you go. There you go, puppies.
Cookie life on the inside.
Find the things you love with a voice command. Introducing AT&T TV. With live TV and access to streaming apps. Visit att.com/TV.
Your mission. Stand up to moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis and take it.
Oh, shit. Getting this out of here is a difficult thing, isn't it? Okay, let's see here. Let's see here, boo-boos.